Well, what's going on, everyone? Sports fans, football fans, this is Calvin X Baker TV here once again. So, time for another prediction video. As it is this Sunday, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Washington football team in Week 6, playing Washington on the road. And, well, we are kind of in unfamiliar territory as we are 2-3. We have 3 losses after a really rough game last week against the Buffalo Bills, uh, losing 38-20. Wasn't surprised. Was kind of surprised by the result of the game. Well, the Bills, they have averaged about 35 points a game so far this year. So we're 2-3, and here we are facing Washington, who is also 2-3, and they amazingly won the NFC East a year ago with only 7 wins, and got a home playoff game. And they're led by quarterback Taylor Heinicke, who was the starter in that wild card game. It was only his second career start ever, as he replaced the injured Alex Smith, who, speaking of Alex Smith, just retired in the offseason. And Heinicke, who wasn't actually going to be their starter at the beginning of the season. It was veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick, but then he got injured in Week 1, and Heinicke's taken over for him since then, and I wouldn't be surprised if he remains the starter even whenever Fitzpatrick comes back. So, as he's done a pretty solid job this year. And Washington's defense a season ago was arguably the best in the league, and now this year it's towards the bottom. And, well, of course, our defense has not been good either so far. It's basically dead last. And we had more costly turnovers. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions, including one that got returned for a touchdown. He already has, I believe, 6 through just 5 games this year, and he didn't even have 6 at all last year, so he already has more interceptions this year than last year. I believe last year he only had 3. So, and also Clyde Edwards-Helaire will not be eligible in this game. He's out for this game. Will be out for at least a couple weeks because of a sprain in his knee, his MCL. Good thing it's not a MCL tear. Otherwise, that would mean it'd be a season-ending injury, which would be a big loss. But he's only going to be out for a couple weeks. So he injured it in the third quarter in our loss last week to Buffalo. So we have Darrell Williams as well as Jerick McKinnon, who hasn't seen a lot of playing time. He's a veteran running back. So, but we're 2-3, last place in the division, of course, as we're not quite halfway through the season. We're about a quarter of the way through, and I still feel pretty confident about this game and us winning. We're facing a Washington team who defense has struggled this year so far. Their offense has kind of been so-so. So I think we're going to bounce back and win this game. I'm going to say 28-20. So, maybe it'll be a higher scoring game. 2 weeks ago, we scored 42 points on the Eagles. I don't really know what to expect in this game, but just hope that our defense does a lot better and don't get any turnovers and stuff like that. So, um, and the Los Angeles Chargers, man, what a season they are off to, led by Justin Herbert, and they will be facing Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. That should be a fantastic game. So, Justin Herbert is just has been averaging 400 passing yards so far, and the Chargers, who are in first place in the AFC West. So, let me know what you guys think about this game tomorrow at noon against Washington, and then we have a tough test next Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. So, anyway, till Sunday, Comics Bigger saying go Chiefs.